Hi, everybody. My name's Ginger Newsom. I'm going to be your teacher this semester for Math 125, the online hybrid course. It's a quick introduction video, tell you just a little bit about our course. First of all, it is a completely online course. We won't meet regularly for class. You'll do everything online. I've posted notes and videos to help you along the way, and you'll do all of your homework and take your test using our online software. So I just wanted to share my screen and tell you a little bit about things. So give me a sec. Share real quick. Okay, so here we are. This is our Blackboard page. Once you get to it, with the starting here, of course, I will post this video as soon as I get finished. So I have everything on here you need. Honestly, you don't really need the video, but you can read about everything here. I'm going to go through the syllabus quickly and tell you a little bit about the calendar, but you can look at it. You can find these on Blackboard right here. And also the link to the side of your page has this tab bar has everything you need. Okay. So first, of course, this is the start here page. Second is the announcements. We, after a few weeks, I will change it to where when you open Blackboard, announcements will come up, and those are any special emails that I send you that have important information. I'll also post it on here on the announcements page, so you can find things there. Okay, lessons, weekly assignments right here. This is where you'll go to look for everything that you need for all of your whatever we're covering this week. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's look at the syllabus and the calendar. Okay, the calendar to me helps because you can kind of see how the course is laid out. I work it with weeks. It just all goes, it's kind of nice to do it with each week. So, for example, today, starting today through Sunday is the first week, and we're going to cover sections R5, R6, and R7. Those are review sections. The homework is due. I have it set to do to be due every Sunday night at midnight. So if you start on a week on Monday, it goes through Sunday. So homework, of course, you can get it done before then, but everything's set to be due on Sunday night at midnight. Week 2, we'll cover 4 sections there, which is basic equations and some different and quadratic equations. Everything due by February 2nd, which is Sunday night. Then by week 3, this is our test week. On test week, you pretty much are not doing any new material. You're just getting prepared, studying for your exam, for your test, your first test. All of our tests are going to be taken in the testing center. So if you're here in Oxford, you can take it at the Oxford Testing Center. They also have remote locations if you are not living in Oxford at this moment. And you can find a place, whether it's Tupelo or Boonville, or there's some other places too, or Grenada, I think. But you will go into the testing center to take your test. Okay, that's why it's online hybrid, where everything's from online except taking your test. You have to take in person. Okay, I have information about testing posted on Blackboard. But if you can kind of see how the semester works out, we have 2 weeks and then test week. The way testing works is you're going to be able to set up a time that week to take it. Testing starts on Tuesday and ends on Friday. So you can schedule any time between Tuesday and Friday to take your test. And that's really just to accommodate everybody's schedules. I know some of you are working full time. So you might want to take it early in the week. You might want to wait till Friday, but you'll have to schedule an appointment to take that. But that's how testing. So the whole test week, there's no new material. It's just taking your test. Okay, so we have, if you can see, we're going to have 4 tests and then a final exam. But this is your calendar. So you can access this. Like I said, it is on Blackboard. And it is also on the side listed here in syllabus and calendar. Okay, Opening the syllabus is kind of long, but let me just explain a little bit to you. Okay, so as far as your homework, our homework is going to be worked on our software, which is called Pearson. We also call it My Math Lab. It's two different names. It's the same thing. You'll do all of your homework on that, and you'll also take your test through that. So it's the only thing that you have to purchase for this class, and it's the online software. You don't need to purchase a textbook. The online software includes an e-text, and honestly, I give you everything you need to know, so you really don't need the textbook. And you can purchase it straight from Pearson. You don't need to get it at the access code. You can buy it at the bookstore, but honestly, it's a little bit cheaper if you go straight through Pearson. Okay, so homework. Yeah, you for each section we cover, we have homework. You'll work it. The due dates, of course, are at the end are due on Sunday of each week. If you don't get them done by the due date, you can always work it after the due date for half credit, and you can do that through the whole semester, which is better than no credit. All of the homework will be due Friday, May 2nd, which is the Friday before exams start. So you have until there to work your homework for half credit. Like I said, there's four tests. You'll take it in the math lab, in my math lab, in the testing center. We're going to let you drop one of those tests. The final exam is mandatory. You have to take. Real quick about the test, and I have it highlighted in your syllabus. No test is given late. So if you miss it for any reason, you'll have to take it as your drop grade. Okay. Just under any circumstance. That's really why we have the drop grade. Final exam is mandatory. It's also comprehensive. It covers the whole semester, all of the material, and it counts twice as much as a normal test. So it counts 200 points, where a normal test will count 100 points. You must take it. You can't drop it. This is all the testing information. Like I said, the testing center, and it's in the syllabus, and I also have it listed for you on Blackboard. We'll talk about that later. Okay, calculators. Let's see. Well, I just listed the testing, you know, when your tests are, the weeks, but you can find that from the calendar also. There is tutoring available. You can go in person if you're here on campus, or you can use it by Zoom. I have a link to the tutoring on Blackboard also. Of course, you can always come see me, especially if you're here on campus, or we can hop on Zoom. Okay, the final grades. So the way the final grades will work, we're gonna work on a plus minus scale. A lot of you are needing to make a B to move on to another course. Some of you are just taking it and just need to pass. So the way it'll work is like a point system where we have a total of 600 points. So think about it. We have four tests. We're going to drop one. So that's 300 points. Your homework is going to count at the end. The whole homework average will count like a test, right? So homework is a great way to bring up your grade. That's 400 points. And then your final exam is 200 more. So 600 total points. So if you have hundreds on everything you do, you would end up with 600 points, which of course is 100 average. So the points needed here, say like, for example, you need 540 points out of 600 to get an A. If you're looking to get the B, you need to have at least 480 points. Okay, and that is an 80%. We're giving you 2 points here on the plus minus scale. Normally an 82 or an 83 is a B, but we have bumped it up for you. So all you need is 80% to get that B and move on. Class attendance, of course, I have to verify you. The university, we have to do this for every class. So I'm just going to go by the fact where within the first 2 weeks that you have done some homework, you've hopped on Pearson and actually started working things, and that'll tell me that you're actually in the class. Okay, but you definitely need to do that before 2 weeks. If you have any academic needs, like student disabilities, you should know that. You should be talking to the student disability department, and I should get a email from them. You know who you are, if that's the case. Okay, so for calculators, most of all of you are used to having graphing calculators in high school. In this course, we are only allowed a basic 4-function calculator, not even a scientific calculator. These are calculators, if you notice, that have no trig functions, no sine or cosine or tangent. when you take your, of course, when you're working your homework, you can use any calculator you want to, but be aware that when you take your test, that's the only calculator you'll be allowed, and the testing center will supply that for you. So, just letting you know. Cheating, of course, I don't need to say much about this, but please don't cheat. Testing center has cameras everywhere. So if you bring in extra notes, anything like that, they will see it. If you're caught cheating, I will turn you in and report you to the Academic Dishonesty Committee with Ole Miss. So please don't do that. Okay, withdrawal deadline is March 7th. I'll remind you of that as we get closer. Okay, so it's kind of a long syllabus, but you can read through it. That's it, kind of in a nutshell. And let's go back to Blackboard. Let's see, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Okay, so this welcome, of course, tells you the calculator, the testing. This is how, if you scroll down to the bottom of this page, this is the information of how you sign up for Pearson. And this is, once again, this is the only thing you're gonna have to purchase, but it's important because this is where you take your test and you do your homework. So what I have is I have posted a link right here that will take, if you click on that, it will take you straight to Pearson, where they're gonna ask you to, register, and it'll register you into my section, this class. It's pretty easy and straightforward. You have options. If you're not sure you're gonna stay in the class, they do give you the option of a 2-week temporary code for 14 days. So you can start with the temporary code. That way you're not paying and you're working your homework, seeing how you feel. And then at the end of 14 days, you'll have to pay if you keep on going, and it'll keep record of all of your homework. So you might want to start with that, but I think it might be updated, but they give you two options. A more expensive one that's longer, and a cheaper one that's really a 1 semester course. I don't know why you would ever pay for the more expensive one. This does not go to another class. So really, I would sign up for the cheapest route, which is for this semester. If you have to retake it, hopefully not, but if you do, then you'd have to repurchase it again. Okay, so that's Pearson. So once again, when you're signing this is really what you want to start with. You just click on right here. Now, of course, I'm already signed in, but it'll take you through create an account and things like that. It'll take you and it'll let you register and give you that option. When you create your account, make sure you use your Ole Miss email, and please make sure you're careful that you type it in correctly and you don't have the wrong email in there. That happens all the time. Make sure you use the right email. Okay. Let's see. So real quick, when you sit down and say, okay, I want to start doing work, if you get to Blackboard, and this is what Blackboard is going to be used for, this is where you will go to get all of your weekly lessons. Okay, now I have all of them listed for the semester, but I have it set for only like each week to appear. I think I have it where week 1, 2, and 3 are already available for you to look at, but normally I'll do it week by week. So if you go to week 1, this is what we cover. So I've posted things just to help you, and some people might say it's overkill, but everybody likes different things. I've posted notes, I've posted videos to help you through some of the material. So if you click on week 1, I'm sorry. Notice what I have. I have class notes. These are notes that the problems worked out. Like I have sections that I teach in person. This is what I work through when I'm in class and working through, and they're worked out for you. So a lot of people like to look at that and just see how I've worked out the problem. That's just for your own benefit. And I have it divided into each section. So with each section, notice we have videos. We have small videos posted. Some of them I've made the video, and some I've grabbed off the internet because they did a better job, a really good job teaching it. And explains how things are done, okay? They're short. I try to keep them with short videos. Sections R6, this is all about factoring quadratics. There's different examples, so it's kind of a lot of videos, but they're short videos. You can look through it. So I have it for all 3 sections, and that's in week 1, right? And so you'll do that for each week. to help you know what you need to do. Now, this is where the notes and everything are posted. So you have two things. You have Blackboard where you'll go to get your notes and see what you need to cover. And I also email you from Blackboard. But Pearson or My Math Lab is where you go to do all of your work. So you got two things. Pearson is where you do your homework and you take your tests. Okay, also over here, I have posted, and notice it says recorded Zoom sessions from early semester. Now, this is an earlier semester, and I did post a disclaimer. I'm trying to update my videos, and I will hopefully, if I do during the semester, I will update them for you. But for right now, I'm using old videos that I recorded back during COVID when we had to teach online. I recorded my Zoom classes. It's going through all of the material. Now, the disclaimer is when I recorded those, I wasn't thinking I would use them in semesters to come. So I'm speaking to them as if it's present day, spring semester 2021. But just keep that in mind. I'm working through the same problem. So if you prefer to look at that, that would be like watching me in class. You certainly can watch those. A lot of people like that. And so I've listed the links. And it's all these dates, but this was from spring. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I have it for each test. Okay, that you can find those over on the left side too. So you've got lessons and then you've got the recorded Zoom sessions from a few years ago. This is all the testing information. We will talk about that as we get closer, but our first test is in, let's see what, we've got 2 weeks and then test week. So we really hop on it pretty quickly. This is all about how you will register and sign up for how to sign up to, you have to make an appointment to take your test, and this is how you sign up for it. And you don't want to wait till the very end. So you can look through it and read through it. It'll be helpful. We'll also talk about it, maybe next week. So just to remind you, my office hours and syllabus, and here we are. This is our tutoring link. Okay, so that's Blackboard. Let's see, what else? Oh, let me show you Pearson really quickly, and then we'll be done. So once you sign up for Pearson, Pearson is very easy to use, which is nice, easy to get around. Let's see. It's gonna act weird, so just give me a sec, sorry. We'll re-sign in. Basically, look at all my sections, but we are right here, this online hybrid. Now mine looks a tad bit different. I have, of course, an assignment manager and instructor gradebook that you don't have. But if you go to your assignments, I have it set where for each test, your homework will show up. And once we get to start with test 2, all of your homework will appear for that. But these are your homework problems. And then there's homework assignments. And this is your review. It's just a helpful review. It's not for any credit, but it's just to help review for the test. So if you you'll just click on it. It's very simple. You've got 10 questions here. You can skip around if you're working the first question, they give you 3 attempts to answer it correctly. After the third time, see, I answered incorrect the first time, then the second time, and then you have 3 chances to get it correct. If you don't get it correct, they'll give you the option to go to the next question or a similar question. So you never run out of attempts to get the correct answer. There's no reason for you not to get 100 on your homework grade. You can keep working it until you get it correct. So if you don't get that one correct, notice there's a red X. Of course, if you do get it correct, there'll be a green check. You can skip around. You get credit for the ones that you have worked and not credit for the others. So if you work all night, let's see, there's 7 problems here. So if you work 6 out of 7, you'll get credit for 6 out of 7. And then you can work that 7th one if you work it after the due date, you get half credit for that one. So that's basically how Pearson works. And when it comes time for the test, your test will appear and you'll open it straight from the testing center. Okay. So I think that's about it. I hope it's going to be a great semester. Please. Yeah, sorry, oh yeah, stop share. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm here for you. I'll try to answer your emails as soon as I can. I do have a lot of students, a lot of classes this semester, so I do get bogged down sometimes with emails. So I will say, if I don't answer you, sometimes it gets lost. Please email me back. I never want to ignore any of your emails. Okay, so y'all have a great semester. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Talk to you later. Bye bye.